Hello, welcome back, Box1 here. Today, I will be reviewing the 2022 ATTE from LEGO Star Wars, and I guess we should probably start with the figures, so let's do that. We do get 3 regular B-1 battle droids in the set with the gunmetal gray style blaster. We also do get a spider droid in this set, which is kind of interesting. I did a comparison in a short for this guy and the 2016 version. But the real interesting part comes with the clones, which is the main reason you'd probably want the set for the clones. First of all, you get 2 regular clone, well not regular clone, but 212, pretty sure it's 212. 212 clones with long rifles, blasters, whatever, which is pretty interesting. They do have the same rifle and same prints, with that face, standard new clone face underneath. Kind of interesting to me. I like that. You do get another standard 212 clone, but with a shorter blaster. And I think that's pretty interesting. It's good to not just get all of the same in terms of accessories. We do then get the clone gunner, which is unique. He doesn't have the same prints as the other clones, besides the head print. The head print stays the same, but he has that very interesting updated chest print, the regular clone legs, and the updated gunner helmet with the helmet holes, of course. As for the back print, he also has the strap. I should probably show the back print for the rest of the clones as well. Each of the other clones, each of the regular 212 clones anyway, do have this same back print. Now the one everybody's been wanting for years, Commander Cody in his Phase 2 armor. Now he is unique. He has different printing for everything. He has a special leg print, which, let me just get this guy over here, you can see is different. As well as the torso print, which is also, this is interesting, I like that. And then his face is actually different as well. He does also have orange arms instead of the white, which I would prefer all the clones to have orange arms, but LEGO is interesting. He has a different face print with the scar on him, which is kind of interesting. And he also does have the rank insignia on his torso. On the back, he has his little jetpack, which is printed on. Unfortunately, it's not a actual piece that you can put on the back, but still fine, pretty cool. Definitely the best figure in the set. Now, onto the main focus of the set, really. The ATTE. It is, after all, what the set's name is. The ATTE. So, let's look at it. So the legs, they're actually pretty detailed for an ATTE. I do like them. And they are pretty easily posable. You can move those around. And these do flop down in the right position usually. You may have to jiggle it around a couple times. This does spin, which it shouldn't. It should be stuck there, really, I feel. Because if you're playing with it or displaying it, you can easily just mess it up. And then you'll just have it messed up and forget about it. Then everybody will complain about it. But the side printing is pretty good. I do like this print. It does get just a little bit of extra detail. And this, I do like it. I remember they used to have the white insignia for this though, which I think makes it a little more colorful. I do like that a bit better with the white. On the back panels, they have no Republic insignia or Grand Army of the Republic insignia. Instead, they just have that, but without the battle damage. Kind of interesting. And on the other side, the same details are mirrored on the other side. And up top, let's get up top. We do have some other detail. We have some more prints. Well, not prints, but stickers. Obviously, I would have liked better if they were prints, but that's LEGO Star Wars. But That's pretty good. This does open. I'll show you that in a second. On the back, we have 2 ball turrets, which I do like that we get so many of these in this set. We have 6 ball turrets, and then 1 more on the spider droid, if you saw. Yeah, 1 more for that big head of his. But this also does open, and I'll show you that in a second. Let's get on to the front, though. The front is a little different. It does have a different sticker right here on this piece, which looks pretty good. I do like that. The clone gunner seat is nice. I would like, however, if they made it slightly different and included some studs. A stud here, just 1 or 2 studs here, would make it way better. That way when you're moving around, this guy doesn't fly out of the chair and get grinded up or get stomped on. That would not be fun. But let's see him actually in there. He does look pretty good in there, and as I said, if you try to move the gun, he does wiggle around in there and can fall out. So that's why I would like a couple more studs right there. Even if it's a little less sleek without him in there, I think it looks better. Doesn't look better particularly, but it's much more playable. As you did see, this gun can rotate 360 degrees, and the gun does move up and down, although it is obviously limited by the front. But on the sides, it can go farther down, and it can go pretty high up. Pretty good. But one thing is, instead of having a large spring-loaded shooter on the top like they did in the Rex's ATT Walker, which I may do a comparison. It's the only other ATT Walker. I don't have the classic 2002 version or the 2000 whatever version that was really good, but I may do a comparison between those two, because this is the smallest ATT Walker ever, and I would like to show that in its own video. These stud shooters do work well, though. They fly pretty far. Yeah, it just flew across the entire area here. And unlike in my other video, I didn't lose it, so that's good. But let's show the actual main front. Now this does have 4 more ball turrets on it. Very nice angled pieces. I noticed that about the set. Compared to the ATT, Rex's ATT, this is very nicely angled. In terms of the side panels and armor, looks very good. But the front here does open. You can just pull that off. It doesn't flip up like on the Rex's ATT, which I will show in its own video in the comparison. But you can put this guy in it because he has a short blaster. And that does look good. And he can just fit right in there. And you can see him, so that's good. They didn't have the trans black pieces on there. They actually just have clear, which is interesting. I don't know which I like better. I kind of like the clear, but I also kind of like the trans neon green from the 2002 version. Obviously, we're never going to get that again, but I think that was interesting. Keeping to the front, we should probably open this up and show everything in here, if we can. And it is a bit difficult to see, but there is a wrench over there. There's some thermal detonators on the other side, and then there's 2 seating areas where 2 more clones can sit, which is kind of good, pretty nice. Doesn't look the worst. Could be better, but also there could be nothing there, so that's good. Moving to the opposite side, we do have this double opening door, which that can open and this can open. This can go down, and it does work as a door, I think, right? Sure. I mean, it doesn't work well as a door, but it works as a door nonetheless. And there are 5 more seating areas, or I'm pretty sure 5 areas where you can sit. And I guess Commander Cody, would sit here with the control panel to open the door. There are 2 areas for blasters, which I can put right there. And that's what it looks like with the blasters, if we can focus. Just dark, but you can kind of see the handle of it. On the other side, there is nothing, which is kind of odd. I think that's where you can also put the thermal detonators that are at the front compartment, actually. but it does look pretty good in there. Have a little fire extinguisher, whatever that is, in the middle. So that's kind of interesting detail. It makes sense. If your crew gets lit on fire, you probably want to put them out as quick as possible. But let me fill this up. And that does look pretty good with the clones actually in there. Now let's see if it does actually close properly. And I mean, it does close with the clones in there. Have the ball turrets, and that looks pretty good. Now, unfortunately, instead of a crab there, droid, I didn't say this earlier with the minifigures, but they should have included a crab droid and not a spider droid. Either way, that's fine, I guess. But I say this is one of the best ATTs in terms of little details. But I would prefer if it was larger, like the 2002 versions, per se. Which is a thing with many Star Wars sets at this point in time. But overall, I'd say it's a great set. I do hope you enjoyed. I would recommend it, even if you do have some problems with it. It is a great set, both for army building, for getting great figures. I mean, first time getting a Phase 2 gunner in years. And I guess 212th and Cody ever. Or Cody ever. 212th for a long time as well. But I do hope you enjoyed. I shall see you next time. Would recommend. Have a good day. And subscribe.